Okay, let's get to it. Okay. Wait. Right. Anyway, duh. Anyway, I had to give it back. I'm sorry. I had to. Anyway. So, Ogun, trigger warning, Ogun. Okay. Trigger warning, yeah, my. Okay. Just get that out the door. Okay. All my brandies, all my hypnotics, all my cognacs. Okay. What is up? Okay. If you don't know what a bar back is, you might want to Google that. Okay. Know your liqueur. Thank you. Anyway, if you're not into wine tasting in California, like our Speaker of the House has traditionally in his community, wine tasting in California. Thank you. Anyway, okay, so let's talk about something really quick. The difference between Ogun, Yemaya. What do they have in common? What do they have in apart? We're going to do a Venn diagram. Ogun, Yemaya. Okay, Oya style. Okay, you got it? Okay. To Oya, right? What would Ogun have that Yemaya would not have? What would only be Ogun, right? Burials. Think about it. I gave you that answer. I didn't really lead it to you, but I'm going to get to it in a moment. Trust me, we'll come back to it. Ogun does burials from Oya's standpoint, right? Ring pop. Okay. Side note, if you did not know, cockroaches, liqueur cockroaches, hashtag delicacies. Okay, we'll get to it later. If you never had chocolate covered cockroaches, chocolate covered crickets, might want to try some of that. Okay. Anyway, Ogun, Yemaya. Okay, from an Oya standpoint, Ogun does the burial. You get it? Okay, what would Yemaya do? Thank you, the procession. Thank you. Okay, somebody felt it. Amen. Come on. Amen. Oya's right there. Okay. Amen. So from Oya's standpoint, dealing with a body, right? Ogun, the burial, he's gonna be the shovel in this standpoint, the craftsman of the shovel. Okay. Okay. Yemaya will be the soil that we're gonna bury, or the water, or the fire that we're gonna use to what we call dissolve. Okay, the body. Okay. Traditionally, that's how it's done. From Oshun, with Oshun approval. Okay. What would Oshun be doing? Oya's not leading she doesn't deal with that. Oshun and Oba. So think of Oshun as Oba. And they're gonna be the ones. Well, he had this, and this. And old dude even told me he had something wrong with him. Right? That's Oshun. Side note, or quickie. Okay. Yemaya. The procession. Thank you. That is the easiest offering to Oya. The lookbook. His damn, I can't think of the word. Boom, there it is. The pamphlet you get at the damn the obituary. Thank you. Bob. That is the easiest offering to Oya. You go to somebody's, presentation, I like to call it. You pick up the obituary. And if you have family, traditionally how it's done in my community, you know what I'm saying? You visit the family, right? They don't actually have a procession outside. We say more in private. Okay, so you get 7 days. Okay. And you bring stuff to them, right? One of those things would be a lookbook you would bring to the family. Oh, here's some photos I had, little stuff like that, in my community. Stuff that, I remember they liked this. Oh, I remember they had a fond memory. That stuff you bring up, that's all Yemaya. Okay. That's what we would bring to Oya. Okay. Oshunye Manya Oba. We're back to Oya. Okay. What we had is hashtag wait and exhale will be your citation there. Okay. You get it? This is right. Oh, yeah. Okay. Anyway. Also, in public, if you the only one who can come or only one person, usually it's by family and not by the mom side of the family. Okay. So usually by the dad, by the head of the household, usually it's the dad, right? And there is a representation from the dad's father. You worry about that first. I don't know how deep y'all into the thing, but whatever. Anyway, the dad, the head of the household's father, your grandfather, usually is the one who will say who needs to do what in the family in relation to, oh, that's your cousins, brothers, sisters, such and such and such and such. That's the family tree. That's the citations for, oh, that's such and such, such and such. That's how they fit all together. Oh yeah, that was my uncle's brother's daughter's best friend that grew up with your also one of your side dips. So I know you know him, but they also the brother of that one too. So it's okay. And we just gonna say, okay, grandpa will come in and say that that's such and such auntie, uncle, whatever. You know what I'm saying? One of them. So when you go down there, I'm gonna have you go down there and say what he will actually tell you. Okay, and from my family, you have one of the father's grandparents, usually a boy, or maybe a girl, if you know Obatla, energy. You know what I'm saying? However you want to work it out, it is very much like that. You try to find you somebody you kind of wouldn't mind seeing picking up some paperwork for it. Okay, and what they do is they go on behalf of the father's side of the family. Okay, and they pick up that paper. Okay, and they bring it to their Oya. You got it, their grandpa. You got it. Okay. You do not, in my culture, involve that side of life. You do not involve them with anything death related in my culture. Okay. Usually it's a father, somebody older, usually, and you don't really involve the kids. Okay. So even if you didn't like them, he might ask you about that. And he'll tell you why, usually is the answer there. And you'll figure it out eventually. A nice beat. Thank you. Anyway, so that's the Yemayan side. Okay, Yemayan deals with, okay, who gonna offer it to Oya? I need a boy. Usually the Oya say I need somebody, usually kind of like quiet, put together, or the opposite, talkative and charismatic. Usually looking for one extreme, one who really don't talk too much or one who talk to a lot. You looking for one of them type. Okay. They go grab the obituary. They go grab whatever. They go to the house on one of the days. Usually after the third day, they usually go. They don't go in the first 3 days. So don't ask me why. I don't know that. That's all I know. Anyway, they go pick up the obituary and they give it to the grandma. Okay. And I don't know why. She knows where to put it. And they place it in the household. Okay. That's the Yemayan side. Okay. So if you have the China, if you don't have that, usually they put it in their room somewhere and it gets disposed of later. Okay. Whatever. Long story short, what does Ogun do and Yemayan both do in common, right? What is the similarity there from an Oya perspective? They both be what? Dressing the body. Somebody figured it out. Okay. For Oya, the similarity there is clothing. Okay. Oh, they went to school. Oh, they did this. Oh, they graduated. Oh, they worked at. Oh, they had, the uniforms are important. So they'll go over all the clothing, usually for the body. Okay. So now when you're talking, why? So that's it. You have the clothing, usually what brings them together. Okay. Now, what I brought this video up to say is when you fuck with it, okay, when you so-called shapeshift, okay, I don't know if those Latin speakers are in today, but this is a old cultural relic in our community, okay? Robbing grave sites has been done for almost 3 centuries now. Okay. So I don't want people to not be in the okay of Ye Mayan. You think you're an Ogun, you're going into the gravesite and you're robbing the gravesite. Actually, you have a commonality with Ye Mayan, the clothing. So what we like to say is when you shapeshift or rob a grave, actually, and here's my Latin coming out, my Portuguese romantic languages, it's actually medical science. So you actually get money for doing that, is what I'm here to tell you. Are we there yet? Not yet. Okay. Anyway, long story short is this has come up with a few of my religious groups, support groups, okay, etc. Okay, pandemic related, right? You have all these people dying. You can't get to everybody's motherfucking thing. People pissed off. What do you do? Right? First of all, I had one worse. I couldn't get out there. They fucked with the gravesite. Talking about, oh, well, you know, da 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 da. Ye Mayan's like, no, it's totally fine. And that actually surprised them. They didn't understand there was more right to the story. So they become what we say as medical students. Because the clothing, the dressing of their body that they use when they so-called, you know, change into that person, perform their identity as or imposter them, mimic, mime them, you know, those ideologies actually present more medically for Ye Mayan, you know, in an Oya perspective, because it's more or less about what was the particular fashioning that led to, again, this is not mortality, okay, but morbidity. Okay. Very fun. Okay. All right. So I need you all to be okay with that. Okay. Or just kind of work, you know, fall and get into that out, roll into that. Okay. Okay. Because you have to understand, we don't really have burial sites anyway, to be quite honest with you. There really isn't, you know, in terms of technology, you know, a real profound way of dissolving a body. I'm going to be quite honest with you. So our whole contingency as age of Aquarius is actually the gray, you know, the burial gray area. What do you do with the flesh? It's sort of our problem. If that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, my aunt says it's just medical science from a warrior perspective, of course. So Ogun is involved, is what that means. Okay. Okay, you got it. But you have to understand that they were never involved with that process to begin with, is what a way it tells. Okay. You get it? That's my thing. You got it. That's mine. That's there. You got it. You got it. Okay. Okay. But anyway, shapeshift, whatever, when you shapeshift into that person, skeleton, hashtag skeleton key, if you're into that type of thing. Necrophilic. This is a little bit more another necroromantic, I think it's called, technical term, but it's one of those terminologies. Anyway, so it's not bad. It's not actually demonology. Somebody thought it was demonology. It's not. It actually goes more with sainthood again. And it's not necessarily Hindi, you know, but it's more or less on that line of life, you know. So it's not as practiced as Hindi, but more or less traditionally in that land, in India particularity, with Pakistan, there's a particular body of water, if you're following my drift. It usually deals with what we as humans call the burial process. You know what I'm saying? And so that is sort of more cultural in that community, if that makes sense. So what I'm talking about from an Oya state, they got all this down already, But from a Yemen state or an Ogun state, y'all might not be so clear that that actually wasn't actually, they were not at that table to begin with. So you actually just gave Yemaya a point because you let her into the circle. If that made sense, by desecrating or defiling the grave. I don't think you realize that every time you shapeshift though from an Ogun, you're gonna also have a Yemayan there as well. Does that make sense? So that little gray area where you can see me at, that is going to be a problem for you, if that makes sense. You thought it was just like, boom, I get to shapeshift and I get to use their power against you, right? But what you actually did was gave me their power, if that made sense. Does that make sense? Does that make sense in the Venn diagram? Because I didn't have access to that to begin with, but now I have access to it. So you didn't necessarily hurt yourself, but it is more on the line of stalemate, on the lines of like counterproductive, could be another one. Costly could be another one. With penalty. Okay, and I'll cite the parking ticket. Okay, why did I get an apology for that? Will be your quest to figure out. Okay, so anyway, very very gorgeous, but I really wasn't going there. But we'll let it slide today, sure. Oop. Anyway, so yes, especially if there's some Latin, Italian, Indian mixtures. You got the Vatican and burial. So I got the silver and the gold, if you catch my drift. Okay. That ain't gonna work for me. That makes sense. It's gonna work for thee. I'm just playing. But you have to understand that. And I knew somebody was from an Ogun state, didn't know, oh, there's an Oya there. That's your grandma. You didn't know that was my grandma, though. Does that make sense? Whenever, anytime you use my grandma's clothes, I'm gonna know her scent. Does that make sense? Anytime, as the saying goes, in Gili Gutcha or whatever, as the saying goes, every time you wear my grandma's perfume, I'm gonna remember you. But whatever. It's silly. Anyway, everybody know church candies. And if I'm gonna get a church candy from a grandma, I'm gonna remember that. You know what I'm saying? And anytime you use that coin purse, I'm gonna remember that candy. Does that make sense? Strawberry. Whatever. Anyway, this is stuff that is not necessarily more advanced, more prep school type of thing, and because it was a medical school, this is kind of, cadavers is the key word there. So you wouldn't get an A there. You probably get more in the lines of something else. They might even pull you aside, type of thing, so it's okay. It's not bad. It's not a bad thing personally for me because I have an Oya and a Yemaya, so I got it. I understand there was some type of, history there, and I'm okay with that. Laissez-faire. I'm okay with that. I just felt bad because I felt like you didn't realize that was a win for me, though. So it was like, damn. Well, let's go over the facts really quickly. Okay. Okay. Anytime you drag somebody's performance, right, it would be more like upstaging someone. But it's right. It's right. So you can't upstage the owner, is what I'm trying to say. Because I'm the one signing a check, regardless of what you're wearing, is the answer there. So switch dresses, change dresses, and you can have another. Okay. Got it? Got it? Yeah, I think you should switch clothes. I would have them switch clothes and see how that worked for a little minute. You'll see it doesn't benefit you. And it winds up costing you money in the long run. And you're like, I could have saved money and not even probably could have made money yourself by avoiding this luxurious, thought, experience would be the word. But whatever, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So it's one of those things, right? It's like a social media thing, it's like a holiday or something, have a little theme. You go to it to take some photos, and it's nothing there. There's nothing really like it's like kind of like being catfished, if you will. Very good. So yeah, it's kind of like being yeah. But anyway, all right, well, you got it. Ocean is the director. She'll probably already had, I have a size 3 and 4 of that for you. So, because I already didn't like when I saw you. And I talked to Oya, say, can you come fix this? I don't understand. It smells like you. But whatever. So anyway, you have to realize that most of the young kids have iPads. And I don't know if you don't know this, but all medical is on an iPad. Boom. big ring pop there, okay? But Saint pop there, okay? But anyway. Young kids all know this because they have iPads and they seen grandma around an iPad and they said, wait, put an iPad around grandma and you will never see the difference. I swear, you will never see nothing changed. Nothing changed. Nothing changed, honey. Yeah, I'm gonna put them bottles right in. Look up, boom. Yeah, sometimes they have to stand and have a keyboard, but those are more the assistants. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. If you know a nurse, you know a nurse that writes everything down. They don't use a keyboard. They write everything down with a pen. Doctors write with a pencil. That easy. Anyway, so there you have it. Okay. Just switch codes. Oh wait, how you fix this? Oh girl, it's all on the iPad. You could desperate the body, you could do all that, but as soon as them iPads come out, boom. Veteran care, psychiatric care, gender confirming care. Okay, they are all about it. Nurses do not qualify. Their education is not qualified by legislation. It is not qualified by legislation. I'm gonna say that one more time. Nurse education is not qualified by legislation. So, anyway, damn it, jurisdiction. You're right. Now it's more of a jurisdiction than a legislation thing. But anyway, jurisdiction for the church to be involved, right? Which usually they don't mind. Anyway, that's all. So yeah, they don't receive that type of funding. Insurance and nurses are antithesis. Nurses don't get paid from insurance, so they get paid from Anyway, nurses get paid. Doctors get paid from insurance. Doctors get paid from insurance. Anyway, so yeah, you help, not hurt in that situation. Just so you know, FYI, a relief. Thank you for that television thing. Anyway, um, and yeah, there's a lot. There's some other similarities from Oya. I like to fuck with both of them. Um, and yeah, Ogun and Yemaya have a lot of similarities. If you know brandy, and they want to get back to this damn cognac. Okay, what the fuck is a barback? Barback knows all the liqueurs. Okay, you have to know your liqueurs, your wines. Okay, you have to be well tasted. They might have. They sometimes they'll just bring in a seasonal wine, and they'll come in. They'll a bottle or two, maybe 3 bottles, and you have to serve 1 or 2 clients that will have a cup or two of wine, and you have to talk about the compliments of the seasonal wine they have on staff. Usually the flush, but it's there. Okay, you have food or something there usually. But anyway, little hors d'oeuvres. So there you have it. But yeah, that's about it. I don't know what else. I think my thing went off back here. Yeah, it totally went off. But yeah, that was about it. I had a question about desecration, funerals, cemeteries. Why do people go to funerals? You know, what is that about? What is like not Day of the Dead, but why are there cultural relics of the death of dead people? You know, what is that? It's Latin. It's mostly Latin, I have to say. And the easy word is cadaver. Okay. And usually they are studying things. So that's fine as well. Yeah, that's about it. I don't know what else you want to talk about. I don't know what else you want to talk about. From an Oya perspective, that's less work I have to do. They'll say, great, because that's less work I have to do. Ugh. But now every time I want to talk to him, I can just call you. Isn't that better? I just need to wear lines really fast. But anyway. No, I want you to switch clothes. No, where the other cologne you had on yesterday? Oh yeah. But anyway. In a shell. Very nice. Herbivore. Whatever. Herbivores. Avoid fucking with herbivores. That is the only thing about Age of Aquarius. The vegan vegetarian thing. It's the only thing about Age of Aquarius, girl. Vegans, vegetarians. What's the middle? Right, figure it out, girl. Figure it. Age of Aquarius. Vegan vegetarians. Herbivores. Okay. Oh, you eat meat. That's okay. That's all. Anyway, but yeah. He felt like he was a nuisance. And I said, no, that actually was helping. From a therapist perspective, it helps, you know, with family therapist, marriage counselor type of thing. You know, they help. Not necessarily that it's a massage, but it definitely gets to, you know, more therapeutic practices of life, more holistic type of things. Well, if you just included this supplement, you know, and just went down here and bought that from this guy and used that every so often, they'll say. So, but yeah, that's about it. 7 days is a private funeral. Think of it just as a private funeral. 7 days means private funeral. I don't need, you know, and if you do stuff like that, I will be upset. So, and I have done stuff to make sure you don't do stuff like that. 7 days. Which this changing of the clothing you kind of figure out the 7 days. As soon as you change his clothes, you realize not only did I know you changed his clothes, I actually paid you to do that. Because you realize those shoes right there. Oh shit, that's a shoe right there. Damn it. Somebody been paid to do this. Is usually what Oshun means. a gig, a job, I don't know, longevity, abundance, stuff like that. I don't like to say that one, but 9 times out of 10. Rock, perfect, perfect, perfect. And usually it means there was like a, even Ye Mayan couldn't get it together, which means there was some type of continuity, some type of industrial, if you catch my drift, to it. Anyway, if Ye Mayan was there, then it would be more like private, more insular, stuff like that. Okay, because she's trying to avoid. Right now, you're thinking, oh, Ye Mayan was public. She offers it to the families. Each family has a representation there, and out of the ones who represent, you get usually 5, but there's 1 or 2 that you kind of like, okay, who gets the money out of the 5 little boys or whoever they sent out of the families? Whoever's the oldest out of everybody, 5 people from the extended, okay, and then you usually had a 1 person, okay, in the middle, right, who's the oldest living relative, usually, or right around oldest living relative, who pays them the money. That makes sense. 1 of the 5. Peter. Anyway. Oshun is there. So, but anyway, that's how it works. If you didn't know that, now you know. Simply as working on clothing. Okay. And yeah, dress to impress, dress to the 9s, dress to the 10s. Yeah, there you go. Always try to look your best, they say. You know, and just try to get it together. So, but yeah, that's about it. Anticlimactic is usually where you want to leave it, because if you would have got the climax, it wouldn't be here in the first place. So usually what it's all about. Anti-drama as opposed to dramatic. It was anti-dramatic, pessimistic. Anyway, that's all I have for you today, dolls. That's about it. No. And yeah, that's about it. That's about it. No, thank you. There is a way to get around the clothing. Okay. Usually, like a babalao has to be involved, a pastor, a priest, a rabbi, something like that has to be involved to wipe all of that clean. The Italian kind of kicks in there, the oil and the grease. So if you need to be cleaned, you have to pay for that, and it's usually about like a pastor, blah blah blah, something like that. And you say, I've dealt with a loss, and I didn't get whatever it was that I lost. Usually, you don't know what you lost is the problem there. I'll give you the answer. And so you have to pay somebody to kind of help. They won't give it back to you, of course, but they'll show you what you lost, and then you'll learn why you didn't need it. It's usually his help, and that's why you pay him. Why did it hurt you to have it is what he shows you. And only a babalao, pastor, priest, somebody ordained, you throw them a couple dollars, do a little handy job around the house. Okay. You didn't get it, and you wanted to kind of figure out, what did I miss? And usually you get both in the end. Usually you get both in the end. He gives it back to you actually in the end. He realized that how he saw it and how you saw it were two different things. And what he thought he took from you is not what you thought you had in the first place. So actually what he did was take something else and you kind of negotiate around how to come to an agreement. Okay. You want to find an agreeable space there. Something that can just make you agree is the answer there. Which is pretty fun, not gonna lie. Lots of fun. Lots of fun. But yeah. Ooh. So yeah. If you want to know the answer, avoid the ocean. That'd be the answer. As long as you avoided the ocean, you'll be okay. Anyway, usually because they're married to somebody that you're trying to not be so friendly with. It's just costly. Costly. Money. Lots of money involved. But yeah. Yeah. I think yes. Yeah. You avoid Ocean because it's just like she's the youngest, basically. It doesn't know what's really going on. But it's like the bossy one. So you're like, oh my god. But she don't know what's going on. Because it's she the youngest one. Oh, shit. Um Usually last or the first to tell you, last to know that. Oh my god. Something like that. Need to know basis. Something like that. Anyway, but yeah. Looking more for a Shondo there, if that makes sense to anybody. Um anyway. But yeah, you have them switch clothing usually. And usually you want them to, like if it was a pink, you want blue, pink. You want some kind of opposite rather than contrary colors there. Um, and yeah, anything else? For private funerals, you don't bring them money. Is the only problem. You don't want to bring them money, anything new. Um, Anything bright. Bright is the public. Those are the dark light. But private, you don't want to bring anything light, nothing too dark, nothing too, more gothic, more, hollowy is the answer. Um, a little bit more to like, mellow the water. Okay. But yeah, that's about it. Yes, private funerals also involve legba. That made sense to anybody because it's like a private thing. So you might see legba there as well. With a private, not so much with a public one, because you get it, but everybody gets it. But private one, he might be there for to say, well, such and such, I represent such and such. Maybe the paycheck, maybe the employer usually is who they represent. Sometimes it can be the housing people, sometimes it can be, schools, sometimes it can be, different stuff like that. So it can be, stuff like that. A hobby. They had like a little hobby. They could be a little hobby people. Um, they could represent, their favorite activities. Like if they love to go to the movies, they can represent the movies. If they like to, take baths, they can represent the salon as well. But they got their hair done a lot, so representing the salon. They got their nails done a lot, to represent the nail salon. Give me another one. What else? So Legba's usually there with a private funeral. Stuff like that. Leg would be there saying, okay, well, I'm here to do now. I'm here. I'm the employer. They went to school. I'm representing. Something like that. Like, but could be anything like I'm representing, and he's at a private funeral type of thing. He helps, right? He helps kind of just wash, get it together, get it together, get it together. All right, y'all, all right, y'all, type of thing. It's usually like a congressional whip in that regard, just trying to keep it all together. You know what I'm saying? Issues. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think, is there anything else? Yeah, at a public funeral, you might see Shango. Okay. You might see Orumali. Okay. You might not see Obatala. Okay, at a public funeral. He may or may not go. You may see him there, he may not go. He usually likes the private funerals, and there's a Legba there with Obatala. And he does the private funerals, the 7. Public, Ye Manya, Orumali, Shango. Shit, hell, Shun might make an appearance. She might not. She'd probably be there more for the private. But she might do both. Or Shun might do both because she might have had to do both. She might not like to do both. But she might have had to. Anyway. But yeah, so you see, stuff like that. Lots of notables in the community. You might even see Legba at a public one, but it'd probably be like a Legba Shango or something like that. He might be Legba, but also it's okay because, we fucked on the side or, something like that. It's like a baby mama or something like that. He wouldn't be represent if you see a Legba at a public one, he'd be there on his own 2 feet type of thing. Like, oh, that was my baby daddy, baby mama, my cousins, friend, something a little bit more personal in the public. He'd be like a family, or I think I say more significant other, just cause, you know what I'm saying? So in the public, you might see Legba there, but only on like some personal things. You think of it more personal. Okay, well, he's there because he's Shango and I'm Legba, so I fucked Shango and Shango was cool with him. So I might have made an appearance. Shit. You might have helped me. It was his birthday once, and him and Shango were cool, and then I got me some money out of that from Shango, or Shango, something like that. More with Shango in that regard. Rumali's there, all these motherfuckers in my house and shit. This bitch out the house. So they might, my man out, something like that. Baby daddy, baby mom, something like that. Cause, we used to smoke weed together. Stuff like that. You might see them in public come out. Oh no, it's cool. We do drugs together. Oh yeah, we used to, stuff like that. You see like in public. Yeah. Now in private, like, but would not be there on those regards. They'd be there on like hobby, job, nails, salon, something like that. That help their intimate life. So I represent the bathhouse or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Patron of the arts. So we made a tribute, something like that. All right. Shango may or may not go to the private. If you see Shango in the private, as opposed to Legba, he's there on a personal visit. Okay, so if you see him in a private funeral, he's probably there on a personal visit. So to get what's private about it. Ding, ding, ding. Usually, if you see him there, you got it. Why? It was private. She was fucking shocked. Oh, what the fuck? But whatever. In public, he like, oh, okay, you know, they was cool with Shango, so I was cool with him too. You know, Shango get both, but he don't really like the private ones because he want to go and be like, oh, okay, it's cool because I knew they cousin, so I fuck with them. Don't get mad at me. I'm Shango. Everybody can see they cousins right there. Everybody know who their cousin is and what their cousin do. And this bitch was cute as hell. That's their cousin. They was cute as hell. And I already know you was in that type of life. What the fuck? I'm Shango. Yeah, what the fuck? And everybody can see that shit too. But also I might be there, you know. We might have been co-workers, could be the answer there. You catch my drift. So you have to kind of switch them with Shango. But public versus private. You know. So yeah. Just like Shango. Shango. If you didn't know what E5 was, it ain't nothing but child support. And I don't know why y'all don't know that. Shango. Okay, I'm gone. But whatever, it's over. Anyway. It's never fun because then I have to be everybody's Shango. I hate everybody. Great. Anyway. That was fun. I don't know why y'all don't know that. Just leave people alone. Or rest in peace. No, in peace. No rest. So there you have it. But yeah. It turns me on, but it turns me off when they don't realize that I was going this whole time. They thought they was going. No, they were right. I was going, and they were not going. Thank you. Another chance. Just another chance. I don't know how y'all missed that one. That was so easy. Thank you. A lot of it is that they'll try to become that person to be like, oh, well, you didn't like them and I was their wife. Well, you didn't know, but me and them used to fuck on the low and we used to talk shit about you and all this shit like that. But then you're not even mad that we used to talk shit about you on the low or whatever, because you know what I'm saying? Oopsies. You're not even mad because I realized that you gave me to them, is what they just realized. Actually, Oshun in their life was you gifting me to them. And I just realized that I was Skylar's gift from you. You just realized, right, that Skylar was the sweater. You thought Skylar was Monica, but Skylar was Brandy, and that's what the sweater was about. More like a raspy, but I'll get to that later. Anyway, yeah, that y'all didn't know Raspy and Brandy were brothers. I was like, what the fuck? That was so easy. No, I could just use Raspy though, and then get out of all of that. Because y'all don't like Kanye. Y'all use Dave Chappelle against Kanye. You should have used Raspy against Kanye. So I got bonus points for using Raspy. Nah. But anyway, he tried to use what I gave him against me. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If I give you this gold chain and then you come around wearing a gold chain stunting on me, it's like, but I gave you the gold chain in the first place. So I'm not mad if you wear it. That was kind of the goal. You get it? Yeah, my y'all going from an Oya perspective. Okay. That's what the layman's term towards that. But I gave you Skylar. So why would I be mad if you was with Skylar? The fuck? Look. Nah, baby. Nah, baby. But from my perspective, Oya, y'all both food scraps. Okay, look. Tables. The fuck? Hell nah. Bitch, you couldn't even make a meal with that. What are you talking about? Girl, you might want to just be a salad for now. We're gonna work on the garnishes, okay? So they realized, oh shoot, right, I give you one more. Come on. And then we're gonna be done with it. Okay. Capiche, kapoom. Capiche, capiche. But so there you have it. But in this case, or capiche, in this case, Oshun, my gift to you was Skylar. I knew you and I didn't work out, or you had some Oshun energy. So I said, okay, I'll hook you up with my brother. You know what I'm saying? Or if you'll take this, we could work that out actually as our agreement to disagree. You know what I'm saying? Here's the proof. And I'll give you Skylar. You know what I'm saying? That actually is my way of laminating you off, if you catch my drift. So I don't have to deal with you. Problem is now he realized what he was using against me was something I gave him, and now he wants to be trying to get at me. He didn't, like Mitchell, realize that once you mess with Skylar, that's it. So it's not even about that. It's that he can't get me because I know Skylar's all over him. But you gave me Skylar. Like, what the fuck? It says Aisha. You get it? So why would you be mad if I wore it? That you gave me the chain. But you wore it in front of me trying to stop. But you're right. I shouldn't be mad if you wear it. Anyway. Didn't feel right, did it? Exactly. Anyway, if you don't know what landscape photography is, get into landscape photography as opposed to portrait photography. Okay. Get into that. Okay. But yeah, that was about it. So that's all it was. So from Oya's perspective, right. So anytime you don't want to deal with me, I already have your trust fund taken care of. So they're gonna want anything that's sticky, anything that has weight to it, anything that will hold up. Thank you. Right. No, why would he take it there? He's trying to get money. Yeah, if he didn't know what Venmo was. Anyway, point of the story is if somebody gives you pajamas, okay, wear them at night. Okay. It's whatever. It's saying goes. Okay. All right. Now I feel much better. But yeah, that was all. It was just like you can't use it against me though, because like, bitch, I gave you that in the first place though. You know what I'm saying? So of my dollar to fuck. The fuck? What you said the blunt though. uh, all right. That's better. You have to switch clothes. Actually, I wanted you all to switch wardrobes. Is the point there? And Scott comes around. Think switch clothes. Another. There you go. Mm. Oya likes sweats. Ye Mayan likes dresses. And Oshun likes pants. Thank you. Easy. Sisters. Anyway. So yeah, there you go. I like sweats. Oya sweats. Like workout clothes. Yeah, something like that. She likes dresses. Yummy, I like dresses. Anything dressed up. Yummy, I likes that. Now Shun likes pants. Straight up jeans. Pants, jeans, khakis, trousers, pant. Love a good pant. Just love a good pant. Any type of pant, really, to be excessive, but definitely jeans and like pants in general. Mhm. Sweats, shorts are kind of my thing. Not really. Shorts are more of a Oya thing, or even kind of So, um, a skirt or dress, a skirt. Yeah, my guy's been known to wear a skirt before, so. But yeah. That's about all for that. And yeah, a pant. Don't have me bring out my damn ruler. A pant. Okay, anyway. Um, and Oya likes sweats, workout. I like to say yoga. You want to think yoga, Oya. It's in the name. Wow, it's in the name. It's literally in the name, y'all. Anyway. Put the A in front. Put the A in front of the Y and then flip it. Oh, yeah. There you go. Very good. The G mean flip it. Damn. Grandpa. Damn. Grandparent. So anyway, that was that. Okay. I just want you to feel more comfortable. In yoga. Anyway, a pant, just a pant. Jeez. I like to say grocery store, but she get mad if I say that. She just like wearing pants in general. Ugh. Seems like she can't wear pants to work, and then she get mad. But she can wear pants. Man, she want to wear pants. Anyway, problem with Girl Scouts who wears pants, who wants to wear the dress. It's all Girl Scouts ever is, bitch. Boy Scouts who's gonna shoot the arrow, which is you only get one archer per, he's looking for archers, not really the other ones. They don't really care what the others. More of an archer thing. Looking for archers. If you can't do the other stuff. But the knitting for me actually is my Boy Scouts. I told you the answer there. I don't know. I just went searching for it. Scouting. It just came to me. Boy. Ever tried acupuncture? How you feel on needles? All right, y'all. Is that all? You say sisters. You don't have to use auntie anymore because they got it's like y'all, girl. What is date? Just say sisters. I guess they want to try to work on sisters. I don't really like sisters, so there. Um, Sister is kind of like a wife, sister, wife, sister, sister, wife. Um, and they feel like boys too, though. Is the problem with that? So, but they're in love with their sister. You get what I'm saying? Anyway. Um. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Boy Scouts is the knitting. That's why all these, you know, it's more like a Boy Scout thing. Right. So, yeah, extra one. I mean, it was like, oh, okay. It was like, now he had a whole station. Like it was like, and each one had a little piece. It was like, oh, okay. And then he took me to the archer. He was like, okay. You don't get to know that information. That's what we keep private. Who is the real archer out of the Boy Scouts? You'll never know. The world may never know how many licks it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop. The world may never. All right, y'all. I'm about to go. Yay. Anything with yarn is like a boy. Anything with yarn. But I have my own like thing with it that is like makes it even more of like a Boy Scout. Like I don't say search and rescue. What's I don't know what you're talking about. But a search and rescue. Anyway, all right, talk to you later. Yeah. Yeah. That's all. Oh, I do have young boys. I'm with the young boys. You gotta get your lassos together. I have to tell you. He's not gonna take you there not unless you get your lassos together. He'll be the one. You don't have to use your father, but you have to use a father if you follow my drift. So that's just his paperwork. You just his ticket into the party. You get it. Anyway, right. There you get what I'm saying? And it's literally just always that. I'm just letting you know that now. That was it. We'll get to it later. We'll get to it later. I need to see the work. Look, I need to take back. Look. A satchel. So. I don't like boys. I don't like the Boys and Girls Club. I don't send people there. I don't really like the Boys and Girls Club. They like me. I don't like the Boys and Girls Club. I like doing stuff that like YMCA would have. You know what I'm saying? So it's fine if they have those things. You're just gonna have to supplement it like a lot, which makes it kind of defeat the purpose. Right? it kind of defeats the purpose. If it's in the name, but we missed it already. Anyway, poison. It's in. I told you. I said that's not what you think it is. Anyway. Boom. I want a samosa right now. Fuck. All right, I gotta go. What's I did not know they was gay. This whole time I thought I was the gay one. I did not know they was going this whole time. Yes, I remember that I had sex with this person. Now I remember I had sex with this person. I remember now. Fine. I forgot. There. Okay, fine. Anyway, I have a trajectory. Anyway, but how you gonna put those? Isha. Who you think is Hope? Shut up. Anyway, sorry. I'm over it. That's why he peed on the house there. That's where the water bottle comes from. Stupid. Not if that bitch is my damn sister. Idiot. Sorry, I love you. Bye. Anyway. She had but that was just Skylar. Oh, duh. Anyway. And you would have given me desire. Aisha just realized I gave her desire. And she tried to use desire against me, like my dad. But that was just Skylar. He thought I was enjoying. Shit, Samuel like to be a scholar sometimes. Shut up. I'm just playing. Anyway. Okay. But anyway, more like Samuel. And Samuel could also count as Skylar's father. So again, it would just be Skylar. Okay. Anyway, it would be Samuel's child. We would be dealing with Samuel's son. Think about it like that. So you went from mama to son. Now I'm this bitch's whole auntie. So why would else you have to buy a knife, stupid? Oh, sorry, too much. Auntie. Well, you can have a macchiato. Shit, let's go have a macchiato. Damn. Not when you a T girl. And I took Aisha there personally. So I would shout out Ohio for this. Y'all are excused. I even personally gave her the directions. We drove from Cincinnati to Columbus in Equitas. Okay. The literal police station, the headquarters of of Columbus's amazing police force. Shout out Columbus. Okay, shout out my Irish out there. Y'all know what I'm saying. My Scots. Thank you. Okay, Columbus. You know what I'm talking about. The Equitas, the main health center of Ohio, okay, is in the same building. with the police people. Okay. So they know all the T-girls information. Anybody who go to the LGBT center, taking those hormones, taking those medicines, taking some type of medical care from that type of center, they know about that stuff. And they are here to help you. Okay. So think of them like a nurse practitioner or a PCP. Okay. Primary care physician. Okay. They wear pants just like the nurses and the medical staff do. Okay. So I'm always here doing that. And that is why I was asked to come to Ohio personally. Okay. Because I had to make the Polish, Scottish connection. Okay. With Pulaski. Okay. Shout out the cavalry. Okay. So to ease everybody's tension, they deal with all, now I'd like to say wayward folk, diabetic folk, alcoholic folk, okay, who may or may not also identify with the LGBT. More with the T. Okay. Or less. Okay. So, and then just like with black, you got my people do not like being called black. You have the same thing. People do not like being called LGBT. Okay. Same thing. What the fuck is it? I'm not no damn, what is that? I'm not, don't do that. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Okay. So you have to think of them like code words or like some type of malandrage. Okay. So anyway, that's that. Point of the story being, okay, get you some. I'm still stuck on these Boy Scouts, girl. Anyway. But yeah, so auntie, whatever. So yada yada yada. Switch to clothes, yada yada yada. You figure it out. Okay. Put them in a different color. Boom, there it is. Type of thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like big boom. Totally fine. It's totally workable. All right, and I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew that they know about more the more or less the one I like to say transitioning. You know, they know about the transitioners. Okay, and they're here to help you. Half the time they'll tell you there goes some money. I'll say it to you like that. Okay. I wore pink and I had to be like, hello. You know. So they're here to help. They know you on drugs, you alcoholic or whatever. Okay, you're an alcoholic, you're diabetic, whatever. They're here to help. Okay. Everybody got a uniform. So there's the point there. And they don't mean that. The uniform doesn't say it to everybody. They still trying to find, where I come from, they have Zinskis. You can make sure you get the right cut, the right color, and the leg. With pants, it's a thing. The waist, the length, they don't have the right pants always. So, my bad on the uniform. To Minnesota, where the dry cleaning paradise is, and dry cleaning headquarters, the policemen and the police, the officials, the first responders, and dry cleaning headquarters community, district, they all just have a certain uniform to make it even easier. So sorry about the uniform. Okay. Dry cleaning headquarters is working on it. Okay. Trust me. So I'm going to sit here and wash these pants. They ain't like wearing in the first place. Okay. Shout out my editors, my seamsters. Shout out them making the pants, working in uniforms. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, back to the norm. And yeah, just like have fun, practice, you know, so precision and accuracy. Okay. But that's about it. um, yeah. The Department of Safety has that. It's a Department of Safety thing, actually. So it actually is above the police in that regard. So above their pay grade. Sorry about that. Please excuse them. Their mistake. It actually is above their pay grade to know that information. So sorry about that. Yeah, don't talk to them. It would appear in review. Okay. But anyway. No, usually they'll tell you they changed the cop to okay. And then it's fixed. So no. You're more like an alcoholic, diabetic type of thing. Orphan, you know what I'm saying? Somebody, right, something like out of, they ain't got you something like that. But if he find him one little friend, somebody that may look put together, he can confide in, then he'd be all right. Might not still get the right answer, but at least he won't feel so bad about not getting the right answer. Well, at least I know I didn't get it right to the point where I even had to see this. So, got it. You got it. Okay. Oh, my damn chip card. I love this damn thing. Cleans all my little nooks and crannies. And maybe some maybe looks and crannies in this motherfucker. Shit. All right, y'all. That's about it. No, I did not see my man today, girl. So over it. Still over it. So over it. I'm just over it. Thank you. No, they're gagging because they just got a child. Oh, bitch, I get to have a key. Oh, sorry. Baby shower. Oh, sorry. Anytime you have lesbian depression, just say shower. They'll start screaming. Revealed. Our nurse trick come in. Andy, don't you come in, Andy? She got a back pocket full of tricks, girl. That nurse came in. Andy, girl. 11:29, right on the dot. Thank you very much. Anything else? I had to get some specialized medical care. Anyway, don't be ashamed. Self-care is the best care. It's like taking a self-defense class or, learning a new hobby. Okay. So mhm. A lot of this is like cultural stuff, meaning like, oh, they like tarot cards, they know how to play spades, they, in this type of game culture, they like to hunt, they like to, dance, they like, stuff like that, little hobbies or little pastimes they have that actually kind of take up most of their time type of thing. So you think it's like an oddball, which might be a little oddball, but it may be like a collector's item or something like that. So you just never know. Thank you very much. So that's about that. Mhm. Yeah, it scares me how effective it is. I didn't think it was as effective as it was. I thought it was, you know, a failure, but it was very successful. So I'm the failure, is what I learned today. You all are the success. So that was kind of a thing for me. Yeah, because you didn't get what you looked for. Everybody's making edits. Thank you. Everybody's making edits to these damn things. So, well, anyway, this is Cancer's thing. So, yeah, that's Cancer's thing. It's like their element or whatever. I know, I hate it. Oh God, I hate it so much. It's like a fucking schedule. Oh. TurboTax. Bitch, them motherfuckers was nasty as hell. No, it was like a corporate thing, and then in real life it turned. Oh, girl, no, we need a professional do that. Ew, no, you're gonna have to hire somebody to do that. Not like a professional. Like whoever makes the trash cans gonna have to come buy you some more trash cans. Get you, wash the cart down and get you a new, send a little dude out here or something to do that. And that's what he does from his 9 to 5. Not no 2 or 3 hours. No, that's his 9 to 5. And he's been doing that for the past 10 years. You need to learn what experience is, an expert. You need to learn what an expertise. That's what you need to work on, your expertise. What an expert. Anyway, stuff like that. Hobby, expertise, stuff like that. Let it pass. Let it pass. You got a you got a E, you got a P. Okay, let it pass. Okay, let it pass. If you're a teacher struggling with like a principal or somebody else pressuring you to, be hard on a student, that's easy. Who do you go to in that case? The gym teacher. Yeah, the gym teacher. If you're a teacher with a student, he's usually on a sports team or something like that. So I have to ask him, can he not go to a game or something so he can get some of his homework turned in? You got to cut the sports, buddy. You can't play sports with the grades dropping. So there you have it. Just let it pass. Let it pass. Ain't nobody in their right mind right now. Not with Trump arrested. They're not in their right mind. It will always be that. Mhm. Mhm. More power to your ministry. Well, anyway, that was that. You have to have weapons or, people. You have to have people for that. So, it's okay. Nah, because I just made so much motherfucking money. It's supposed to be a lawsuit to me. All I see is dollar bills. It's not like I just got a check. Cha-ching. Anyway, anything else? You want the LaCroix? A delicacy. It's not gonna hurt me, sweetie. You can try. I ain't treat you. I ain't treat you. Look, I ain't treat you, sis. It's not gonna work. I ain't treat you. Okay, because it always makes me feel better about myself that you took it there. You know what I'm saying? Boy. But I don't have to respond because you already gave me your whole heartbeat. You hit me with everything you had. So that was it. What else can you throw? Yeah, don't worry. Everybody has a stroke. Okay. So just enjoy your stroke. You know, he didn't know the Holocaust is here, but he's here. So that's the lie. Anytime you hear him say they called, that's the cut. They can't talk. And put some music on and watch what happens. I have a Wheezy for 5,000. I'll take who is Lil Wayne for 5,000, Your Honor. Oh. I'll take who is Wheezy. Thank you. Anyway, they just learned I'm the Fed. Carter's gonna have to pay for that. Bill, you don't give it to Bill, give it to Carter because he knows I'm coming for his little motherfucking Nobel Peace Prize. Okay, well, it's not my problem. His ass is asthmatic. It's called a steroid. Get into it. A Goji Berry. No, you crazy as hell. I told you I was not from out here. I told you they asked me to come out here personally, and I have told you that I was on my way out. Okay, fine. I told you this was a pit stop, and you remember me saying that. Mm-hmm. I don't care that you're having a stroke. I don't care that. That's not my problem. That's your care. That's your health insurance's problem. You need to go talk to your health insurance, not me. What you think is happening is not happening. You need to go talk to your health insurance. Okay? Please don't get in my face about it. All that's going to happen is make it worse, not make it better. It's what we call counterproductive, self sabotage, or suicidal. Okay? You need to speak with somebody who is more experienced than you are in this subject.